So on Wednesday morning, we got a new Pokémon Presents that brought along with it a brand new trailer for the upcoming Pokémon Scarlet and Violet. I felt like it was a great new look at the game, and I love seeing some of the new Pokémon. Fido is best boy, by the way, and I even did a whole video full of predictions right here on the YouTube channel. Now, I predicted a lot of things, and with no Detective Pikachu announcement, my face is full of clown makeup once again, but one thing I didn't predict was what is now maybe the most exciting thing about this new generation for me. The brand new characters, and two of them in particular I think are, at least potentially, signaling some fantastic, inclusive trans representation in these games. Now, we learned that Pokémon Scarlet and Violet take place in the new region of Paldea, and that the game will be structured with 3 story paths that the player can tackle however they choose. One of these 3 paths involve the traditional take on 8 gym leaders and become the Pokémon champion structure that we're used to. And this new trailer introduced us to the Ice-type gym leader Grusha. In fact, Grusha is the first and only gym leader to be properly revealed for the game so far. Reading directly from the game's website, Grusha used to be a professional snowboarder, but he is now the gym leader of the Glaciado gym full-time. He is an Ice-type specialist who has a Cetitan as his partner. He is usually cool-headed, but when battles get heated, he starts showing the emotions he usually keeps pushed down. I think many people, admittedly myself included, immediately thought that Grusha was female and viewed him as being female presenting. Obviously, much of his face is covered by a large scarf, and most of what we can see about his features are his long, light blue hair, and that he appears to be wearing somewhat heavy blue eyeshadow. But Grusha exhibits what I believe to be queer coding, which is a term I wasn't even familiar with until reading an excellent piece by my friend CJ at Destructoid. I'll be sure to link to it below so you can learn more about it too. But essentially, queer coding is when a character isn't explicitly stated to be queer or LGBTQ, in this case trans, but has enough subtext in their design for an audience to be able to read them that way. So instead of being explicitly trans, I think Grusha is trans-coded. Looking at his character design, many colors of trans pride are represented. His light blue hair, as well as a shade of blue, a shade of red and white appearing on his scarf, which is even horizontally striped similarly to a trans pride flag. Again, maybe not a character that is overtly or explicitly trans, but a character that I think is pretty clearly trans-coded. There's also another bit of queer coding in Pokémon with a character in Pokémon Go, the non-binary Team Mystic leader Blanche, who is referred to with they-them pronouns and also prominently features trans pride colors in their outfit and design. And taking it beyond queer coding, Pokémon has actually had an explicitly trans character in the past, in the form of Beauty Nova. Beauty Nova appears in Pokémon X and Y's Battle Maison. She is of course the beauty trainer type, and when you defeat her in battle, she says, "Yes, a mere half year ago I was a black belt." Quite the transformation, wouldn't you say? This seems like a fairly innocuous line that would be ignored by the casual Pokémon fan, but hardcore Pokémon fans might know that the black belt is a type of trainer that is all male, whereas the beauty trainer type is all female. So this little bit of dialogue confirms that Beauty Nova is a trans woman. In fact, the original Japanese dialogue even takes it a step further, mentioning that her transformation from a black belt into a beauty was due to the power of medical science. It's a small, missable moment in Pokémon X and Y, but I think it's really cool, and it proves that the Pokémon Company and Game Freak do think about and care about this stuff. Now, let's talk about Penny. One of the other 3 story paths in Pokémon Scarlet and Violet involve the Academy. Your character is a student of either the Naranja or Yuva Academy, depending on what version of the game you're playing, and one of your classmates is a shy girl named Penny. Reading directly from the game's website, Penny is in the same grade as you. She has a bit of a shy personality, and for some reason she doesn't seem to come to the Academy very often. She's especially fond of her fluffy Eevee bag and always has it on her back. I love Penny's character design, and while there's a lot we still don't know about her, given what we do know, I get the sense that Penny is a trans woman. The 2 colors in her hair very much read like the trans pride colors visually, and she's hiding a small skirt underneath her hoodie. We don't know why she doesn't come to the Academy very often, but it's entirely possible that it's due to troubles at home, or maybe even bullying, something that, sadly, transgender students in real life have to deal with every day. Now, I don't expect a Pokémon game to really dive headfirst into these issues, but it's the Eevee bag that I want to focus on here. They could have given Penny any Pokemon to latch onto. Heck, it would have made more sense to pick a new Pokemon from this new generation, but they chose Eevee, the Pokemon that, from its inception in Generation 1, is entirely defined by the fact that it can transform. That already obviously has massive trans-resonant implications, but Game Freak and the Pokemon Company took it a step further when they introduced Sylveon in Generation 6. The same generation of Pokemon X and Y, and the same generation of Beauty Nova, the trans woman we talked about a bit earlier. You can look at mechanical stuff like Sylveon's traditionally female-presenting design with eyelashes and bows, and these are things that the Pokemon animated series very much leaned into, despite the fact that Sylveon's gender ratio is actually 87.5% male. But I mean, look at the colors. Sylveon is literally a walking representation of trans pride, and all of that began with Eevee, the Pokemon that Penny finds herself attached to in this game. And I don't have any delusions of grandeur. I know that all of this could be classic, Seth's reading too much into things, or it could be transcoding, and maybe nothing is overtly spoken about on this subject in the games themselves. In fact, that's probably likely. But if any trans person watches this video or plays Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and for once feels included or accepted or a part of the Pokemon world by way of characters like Grusha or Penny, then I think all of it will have been well worth it. And with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet seeming to take extra care for inclusivity, friendship, and player expression, I think Paldea has the potential to be the most warm and welcoming Pokemon region yet, and I can't wait. But hey, thank you so much for your support watching little video essays of mine like this one. It really means the world to me, and nothing I do is possible without the support of our amazing community and our patrons over at patreon.com/allinpodcast, where you can get exclusive early access to all of my video essays, as well as much, much more, and join the ranks of these lovely people who make all of this happen. I love you all very much, and we'll see you in the next one.